Alright, howdy ho folks. Back at it again, and my controller died off screen. Lovely. Anyways, back at it in the Outbound Ghost. Spooktacular E3 demo version, I guess, whatever. Who cares? Oh, last episode... Oh, we're at the end of the swamp. That's interesting. Yeah, this is a place we never got to play after beating the boss fight here. It's nice. Last episode we took control of Adrian and oh, okay, that's where that was. Okay, yeah. I think this is just directly east of the train station, actually. That doesn't seem to line up time-wise, but whatever, who cares? But yeah, I remember coming over here and there's just once more a wall of like wooden stakes, and it's like, okay, I guess I'll come back here later. Whatever. I was wondering how he got to the east of me. Yeah, well. Here comes cutscenes. I like how it's... Since I walked through the bushes in the cutscene, it did the hiding thing. Adrian, how are you out of breath? You don't breathe. You're a ghost. Secondly, you've been running this entire, like, game, and you've never run out of breath. Now, after just, like, taking a short jaunt over here, you're out of breath. Whatever, man. Whatever. Almost there. I wonder if... What? They're here? That was not correct. That was Linda and somebody else. I'm really curious how they're gonna handle this. Also, I'm really curious how they're, was it referencing with that book in the dark room or whatever, like what's that meant to be? Looks like we're moving further back into his memories before he got to the cult area. Another break, huh? I think so. Oh, what's the last core memory you've got? Oh, I remember. It's that we saw Wood and Shirley north of Central Outbound. They survived the fall from the cliff and now they're after me again. Oh dang, I guess you don't remember any of that Ravenside stuff then, huh? You went to Ravenside? Yep. We started out going north to escape them and then we bumped into them again. We managed to escape though and took a boat all the way here. I see. Where are we headed to now then? We agreed to go to Escales. Wait, what? I agreed to that? Yep. You took a bit of convincing, but that's where we landed for the best hiding spot. They definitely won't find us there, and we can plan out what to do afterwards. I see. Okay. I guess we're ghosts now. It's not like the dangers of getting there matter anymore. Hang on. Anyways, in case your geography's messed up, we've got to go west and then north. Okay. Got it. Let's go then, before we risk them finding us. I guess we could always check the map if we get lost. Don't talk maps. You can't read the map. It's tiny. Frickin' I have better luck reading actual road maps and stuff, and that stuff looks like a frickin' anatomical model circulation system. Anyways, pop a save. If I remember right, I think we're near Central Outbound as well, and for some reason I do not have audio suddenly. Oh, there it goes. That was a... It was just perfectly silent audio-wise, and then like just had a bunch of lagged audio suddenly all come in at once. That was weird. Anyways, I think to the east is Central Outbound, and to the west is Graveyard. Should probably be fine. Also, it's really interesting, like, last area we controlled Adrian, we got what? Jealousy or whatever down here? And we got him after we fought him, basically. But now that we got him that cutscene, we went back in time, basically, we still have him. Oh. Big stars. That's... He seems pretty decent. I just prefer the team I have. I know how they work. Don't really have any issues. Well, I guess this probably explains what this gate was about earlier. Yeah, that dude just talking about how that's all Kickstarter stuff. Yeah. I was wondering about this gate because it kind of just said 1,000 lockpicks. I still don't know why they phrased it like 1,000 lockpicks as supposed to say a specific... I may have to restart some of my software. The audio is just lagging out hardcore. At least game audio wise. I'll be right back, guys. I don't want to have to resync this later. Give me a second. Is it working now? Well, we'll just have to see. Anyways, yeah, it's weird that they went with the 1K lockpicks as opposed to saying a certain key. Because they could have named the key anything and it wouldn't be much of a spoiler. That, like, you need a certain key to get through here. Whatever. Dang. This looks locked. How are we gonna get through? Old Levi's got you covered. There we go. Whoa, how do you pick that? Pick it. I have the key. Huh? How? Maybe I'll tell you later. Come on, let's go. Honestly, like... with how Adrian is right now... Ooh, it says keep out. This is spooky, scary place. I like this place. This is nice. With how Adrian is right now, he could very easily be taken advantage of by almost anyone the second he starts trusting them. So I'm curious how pure Levi's intentions are, especially considering he's been letting it know that he's been a part of a cult, basically, that took advantage of pigments and everything. Let's go with that. Yeah, that was a smart move. Let's see her minor power. The puppiest of powers. Probably smart to take out the little dudes as quickly as possible. Get a limit break on him. And let's keep on doing Zappy Zap. Get another power up for my scrappy dappy doobie punchy wunchy dude. And should be able to basically take this one out right then and there. Yeah, good stuff. This is going all right already, which is a lot better than going all left, I guess, especially considering I'm right-handed. Alrighty. Let's see here. Yeah, max SP. Anyways, as I was saying, we know Adrian was a part of this cult, and although he was hinting at, like, he doesn't like what they were doing, it doesn't mean he's a saint himself. Kind of just means he didn't like how the cult was handling things. So, dude may actually be pure scum bag. Ah, should have waited. Using that skill until I got a limit break. Oh well. Even though this is a boss fight, it doesn't feel super high stakes. So as was. 100%. Speed leverage. There we go. Try to take him down. I don't even know what they're buffing themselves with, to be perfectly honest. Like, I know it's showcased in the bottom left or whatever when they use a move, what exactly they're using, but God, do I not pay attention half the time. I really don't. Honestly, considering how little damage I'm doing, I'm going to assume actually it's probably something like defense. So the little dudes are trying to raise their defense, and big dudes trying to steal their defense to get a better version of it. Okay, I get it. I figured out how this boss fight was going after not paying attention to the mechanics whatsoever. Because I can read. And reading's half the battle sometimes. Not all the time, just sometimes. Alrighty, let's see here. Yeah, keep getting his power up. And just start bursting this dude down. Like so. Give him SP. Oh, as I was saying about, like, Adrian and all that, I find it... Where is limit break? Pop that up now. Interesting. Not Adrian, Levi. I find it interesting how obsessed he is with Adrian, a dude who's kind of known for starting to go wild while having figments when he was a part of a cult known for using figments to go wild. Just saying. Hopefully we'll get the answers we want or whatever, but just gonna have to see how the story plays out. We got us cynicism. Cinnamonicism. What does he do? Cynicism. Power sap. Poison strike. Defense sap. Pickpocket. Poison. Yeah. Pretty decent. Stuff that kind of just makes you go like, ah, oh, come on, seriously? Which is fitting for a person named Cynicism. Cinnamonicism. Gosh, I am blanking about where I wanted to go topic-wise. I think this is the first time I've actually heard Adrian's battle music. Considering every other fight we got into with him until now was basically just a boss fight. This is the first time we've been able to just listen to it. It's nice. Anyways, considering we're kind of going backwards in time, like memory-wise, I'm curious if we're going to keep doing that. Probably just going to keep going backwards until we figure out the root cause for issues with Adrian, I'm assuming. So I don't know if we're going to get a full explanation of what the heck Levi wanted from him. And then again, maybe he was just being very broski. Which, I can dig the broski, bromigos, and the bromances. All for it. Abandon hope, okay. That's very hard to make out on my screen. It's a very flamboyant font paired with not high quality. Ooh. Probably should touch that up. You do you, Levi. Okay. You do you, buddy. As I was about to say, another thing that I'm starting to find really interesting is Adrian's weird obsession with Wayne, the protagonist, so far as well. Like, yes, they have a similar, like, memory issue, but that really shouldn't be sticking out too much to Adrian, considering he forgets everything, basically. So, that's a way forward. Okay. So I'll just... Is there anything over here? Hippity hop? Okay. This is a treasure diggy spot. There we go. Yeah, like, especially considering he's forgetting things. Yet, weirdly enough, Wayne is just, like, at the forefront of his mind and memories, too. Ooh, turn back. So is this actually the way we need to go? Thought this just circled back around to, where we unlock the warp point. Yeah, it looks that way. I'm also not a major fan of what Adrian was looking at when he saw Wayne and Linda. Oh, why is this just a different color? Is it having like shading issues and shadow issues, or is it actually just different texture color from a different asset they didn't change to match the other bridge? Oh well, whatever. Actually, you know what frickin' it is? It's probably these rampy bits that are the wrong color by the looks of it. And they need to be changed back over to this darker brown. Oh well. I didn't like how Adrian saw Wayne when he finally got to the train station and saw him with Linda. And it's just harping back to Adrian thinks something very specific about our protag Wayne, and it's going to the point where it's still here, question mark. It's changing how he's actually looking at the individual. With the whole, like, earlier chapter with Mary, her trust for Linda as a whole eventually showcased as she saw Linda as the trust figment, which became a boss fight. The fact that Adrian's seeing Wayne as something, we don't know what that was, we've never seen a figment like that, kind of showcases he got a deep emotional connection to Wayne almost. And that really shouldn't be possible from what we know story-wise. So I'm curious. Ooh, send help card. That's always useful. Oh, wow. This is I think this is the second mimic we fought that was actually just in the correct place battle-wise. I feel like we kept getting mimics that were taking us to the Cave of Delusions for their battle spots and all that, so this is nice. Maybe that was just an issue with earlier mimics. Who knows? Anyways, I am curious if, considering Adrian does seem to have some sort of tie to the protag who left the entire area due to his history, if Adrian was actually a part of that history to a degree. Just gonna have to wait and see. Should hopefully be talked about and discussed this chapter. This is the first battle I've ever had that's had 4 enemies in it. And this is just right near the end of the game, I'm pretty certain. It's very odd. Huh. Honestly, considering it's becoming a lot more obvious, those who can see and deal with figments as a whole, ghost or otherwise, can kind of see people as figments. I wouldn't be surprised if vice versa as well. That may explain the whole enemy situation of last chapter with Mary and Michael. Especially when we consider almost all the figments we're fighting regularly are negative emotions, basically. And it can be almost construed that while taking part in a journey or trying to move forward as an individual, what's going to hold you back and stop you from moving forward could be your own mental state and your own negative emotions. If we keep that in mind and look at how the enemies in Chapter 3 were, and at the mental state of both John, Wayne, Doe, as well as his sister Linda, and the fact that they just saw Mary and Michael ascend, they could have felt arguably much lighter in their journey, as well as like they need to keep moving forward for those that have already left us, in a sense, thus turning all the figments in every single fight into those two cheering them on. And I guess it makes sense a lot more that way. This sign says not this way, so maybe I'm wrong. It's very on the nose considering what I was just talking about. And I kind of like that idea. I don't know if that's going to be confirmed or not. Is that just, yeah, it's more floating stuff. That's a door, and where the heck else we keep seeing floating anytime we see floating nonsense? Whatever. I almost didn't even notice that. I was like, oh, is that just like a sign thing right there? And it's like, no, that's another floating door and something. Whatever. But I like that ideology as opposed to the more negative rabbit holes you could go down. Like, it'd be pretty easy to just start a stupid theory that all figments are actually ghosts who have ascended or whatever. And that's why they were everywhere after those two ascended. It's a theory, that arguably could hold up. Yep, that's a lot more floating stuff. I'm wondering... I'm curious if the reason these are here is because a different model's supposed to be in the spot. Because they're like placed seemingly on purpose, spaced out almost anytime I see stuff like this. And I'm wondering if a tree model, like in the game's code, is just porting to the wrong models and the like. So that's why that's happening. But what do I know? I'm not a game designer. Anyways, what's this say? Not this way. Well, I'll go every which way, including that way in a bit. But yeah, I much prefer... Yeah, those trees still look like they just don't have a texture to them, and I think that's actually what's happening, considering everything else they're around. I much prefer that ideology compared to... What's that say? Ah, that looks about right. It's got the cultist symbol on it. So the other way, that said not this way. I much prefer the fact that, like, figments are one's mental state. Whether negative or positive, clouding one's mental state as they go about things. And obviously, considering, like, we're controlling ghosts, dude, like, a majority of their mental state as they go about things being negative is kind of almost a given, in a sense. If they didn't have things kind of worrying them or holding them down, they wouldn't still be ghosts. That's kind of been showcased and talked about a lot the entire game, basically. Is that another boss fight over there? Yeah, that is. There's another boss fight right there. This is just a path to nowhere. This did not need to exist right here. There could have been a fence right there until we just jumped off over here. Alrighty then. Let's get this going. Which one's this? Ooh. Birdies. This should be fun. Let's get some stacks of poison going. Minor power. I think the first one we do need to take out is the electric one, considering it has zap, and honestly, a lot of the time, you don't want to be using actual attacking moves, and it's going to punish me for that. I want to get these other two poisoned, but that's going to be hurting me by doing that. And I want to frickin' is that basically I just want to heal on this one, and that's going to also hurt, and it's like yeah. Zappy Bird goes down first. Is faux show. Next up, let's do a major hip. Yep, over to camaraderie. Yeah, this dude needs to keep up. Oh, never mind. I was gonna say he needs to keep up on poison, but he's out of SPS. So, let's see here. Next SP share. Strike. 3. Skills. Minor limit break. That is the one I did not want you to, like, keep attacking. I'm gonna be perfectly honest, bro, Migo. Actually, does he not? Yeah, he's got field heal. Yeah. Not gonna be as good as this boyo doing field heal, but he's gonna help stem the tides, basically. Get him down, then focus on him. Ooh, we are right up against stunning this dude, too. Nice. Very nice. Alright, yeah. Should be pretty simple from here on out. Ooh. Except that I'm out of SP to share. That's a bummer. Would have been a great time to share. Let's see here. Major hip over to camaraderie. Keep that going. Yep, I think you're basically down and out for the rest of the fight, my man. We ain't got anything that can kind of turn this around. Gosh. In what other game can you punch a bird? Let's be honest. Ooh, I should have used, what was it? Limit break as opposed to attacking with callousness. Actually, never mind. Still need to get that speed leverage. Okay. That's what it is. Now, we should do the minor limit break. There we go. Get all this lined up perfectly to take this dude out. Next power hitter turn. So SPs. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Takes 4 punches to get to the center of a crow's skull, apparently. Ooh. Let's see here. Pride, huh? Okay, I can dig it. Crows seem kind of prideful. Makes sense. Kind of prefer something like a crow being prideful as opposed to, I don't know, some very colorful bird. Yeah, it's pretty decent. Pretty decent. I wasn't so set in stone with my current party, I'd maybe even consider it. You know what I should consider? Actually freaking changing my party. Like so. Gosh dang. Is that so hard? Gosh, I put that off for so many episodes too. I don't know why I kept forgetting. Curious if this is the end of the dungeon right here. Rejoice, yada yada. As much as I like this game's writing, I'm bummed because it feels like a lot more needed to be fleshed out. Don't say we didn't try to warn you. Okay. This looks like a place for a boss fight. This looks like a place to freaking fight a final boss in Bloodborne, actually. Or Metal Gear Solid 3. Yeah. It's like a great place for a boss fight. And oddly enough, nada. Just big old field of flowers. Okay. Well then, point of the area over there? I guess we caught up to this bit, plot-wise. Another memory break? Huh. Man, I am going to have to edit this scene so much brighter compared to everything else in the game. It is just so pitch black. I still don't know what they're trying to hint at right there. Another memory break? So soon? Yeah. This is starting to really get on my nerves. It looks like we're around Ravenside? Yes, sir. What's the last thing you remember? I think it was... Oh. I was seeing Wade and Shirley at the station. I guess they survived the cliff fall and now they're chasing again? Huh? You don't remember Bill? Or that we met them again in southern Ravenside? Bill? Doesn't ring a bell. And what? We met them again? How did that go? Well, we didn't end up talking to them much. We managed to squirm our way out quite quickly. I see. So whereabouts in Ravenside are we? We're right next to the dry lands. What? Isn't that where people say demons haunt you? Yep. Although don't worry, we're not delving deep into it. We're just going to take a boat to the dock to get to Central Outbound. Okay. Yeah, let's get cracking though. We don't want to waste too much time. Chasers aren't too far behind us. Dock is down there. Let's go. That cutscene raised a few questions. I'm gonna talk to him about them next time. We're out of time. It's been an episode, guys. I'll talk to y'all later. Ciao.